guys, this is me from the Sibyl's Tarot. Welcome one more day to my channel and to 31 Days of Tarot by Ethony 2019. Today is day 14 and let me read the topic for this day because it was very long. So yeah, it is which tarot decks give you the most insight by way of the imagery and symbology of the cards rather than intuition or basic tarot knowledge by Elizabeth Harkin. So I have chosen two decks for this one and two very different decks that inspire my intuition for very different reasons. One of them is Tyldwick Tarot by Malpertuis Tarot, or I think it's Malpertuis, and whose creator sadly passed away in 2019, and the other one is Bad Bitches Tarot by Ethony. So why these decks? A deck that, well, let's just start by saying that as a good tarot snob I am, I don't ever read without basing my knowledge somewhere. This doesn't mean that I don't use my intuition to complement a reading, but I do believe in tarot study as a solid source of tarot knowledge, and I don't solely let my intuition take the lead. So if you have ever seen the cards in Tyldwick Tarot, they are representing the representations of places, empty places, and I really like how this deck can transport me to the place, and this is a deck that allows you to imagine yourself in that setting, in that surrounding. And for instance, you see here this Six of Cups, and it's a balcony, and you can look at the sea, and there's not a lot. It's like the perfect environment, you know, to just start thinking about life, about your past, to start missing, looking at the ocean. And I think this card very well portrays this nostalgia that is related to the Six of Cups, for instance, and as well this one, Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups. They're almost in order, no, right? The Queen of Swords. So as you can see, the imagery in this deck is, it's like it takes you places, and I can really work with my intuition when I am reading with this deck, just because it is easy to see or to imagine yourself in this environment, and it brings feelings to existence, it brings sensations. It is really easy to work with this deck on that level. Oh, they are mixed. So I am just showing you some of the cards in this deck, and all of them are reversed. I don't do reversals. I don't know why this is like this. But well, you get an idea. I don't want to do a walkthrough of the whole deck, but the thing is that you get an idea of this deck. It is pretty much, or you know, it feels a bit like being in a dream, like this surreal environment, and this deck can really suck you in and make you feel inside of the cards, if that makes any sense. And for this reason, it is one of the decks that I use the most with my intuition, even though I never discard tarot knowledge or, you know, tarot knowledge book. And now, for completely opposite reasons, I have the Bad Bitches Tarot, which is one of my go-to decks. And thing is, images in this deck are quite simple. There's some symbology, but it is mostly hidden or, you know, suggested, but it is not a deck that you see and you clearly recognize traditional symbology. And for this reason, this deck forces me to read on the one hand with the tarot deck in my mind, and on the other hand, it forces me to use my intuition strongly. And for this is one of the decks that I use the most intuitively. So we have seen some of the cards already, and these are the decks that I mainly use on a more intuitive level. What about you? I can't wait to see your responses, guys. And well, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with day 15 of 31 Days of Tarot. Bye!